What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Newberg. I am Newberg today. Joining me again on the show is my friend Lauren Bell, Pretty Good Finances at Gmail. We're going to kick it off today. We're going to jump right in with jokes.
Yeah.
So I got some jokes for you. You ready?
Thank God I don't have any.
Okay. I'm just going to rapid fire these new jokes. I wish pizza didn't taste so much like my feelings.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
So, yeah.
I think let's see. Here's my impression. Let's just, you know what? Let's just go right into music with more jokes. So jokes with music, because
Okay.
that's what it's about.
Okay.
Here's my impression. My impression of a loan officer. A loan officer who works at a bank, and then all of a sudden, Anne and Nancy Wilson of the band Heart enter the bank, and he's like, "Oh, nice to meet you. I'm such a fan." And she's like, "Oh, it's nice to meet you, bank manager." And then he goes, "Well, I'm just going to cut right to it." He's going to go, "How do I get you alone?" That's a good one.
That's a good one. Yeah.
That's a
I'd
good
say
one.
like
And
7 out of 10.
7 out of 10. And I had a song that was not nominated for the Grammys, but it should have
No.
been.
Well, they probably just didn't hear about it.
Well, do you want to hear the song? You can tell me why.
I want to hear it. Yeah.
Okay. You can tell me why it was either not nominated or nominated. Should have been.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. It goes. You're my first call after last call. You're the only one I tried. I don't have a condom, so let me come inside of your heart, of your mind. Please don't make me cry. You're my first call after last call. 'Cause girl, I need a ride.
Wow. It's country.
Yeah.
Maybe it didn't get a Grammy because it should have gotten a CMA.
But isn't there country at the Grammys?
I think there is, but I think that the Country Music Awards are more for just country. I think that there are probably a few country artists out there that are really upset that they didn't think of first call after last call first. That's a good line.
It's a great line.
That's a good line. That's a
really
good country line. Yeah. I like that one.
I think it
gets a little AI in the middle when you talk about coming, but
AI? What do you mean AI? There's nothing AI about it.
But like when AI writes country songs and
no, I don't. I write my own songs. I don't know anything about
I know.
AI.
I'm not saying it's AI. I know. No, I'm just saying it sounds a little like it's just a little too on the nose.
Okay, that's fine.
I love it. I think it's great.
Did you watch any of the Grammys last night?
I watched Post Malone. That was cool. That tribute to Ozzy.
That was really cool. It was really cool.
That was dope.
Did you see the close up of Sharon and Kelly when they were both like this?
Oh, I saw Kelly. I didn't see Cher.
No, not Cher. Sharon, is her mom like
Ozzy's? You said Cher. I was like, no, but yeah, Sharon. I did. So the whole family.
They were both like this. It was so cute.
I know. No, they were so happy. They were so it was just like really sweet and very bittersweet. They were tearing up and it was making me tear up.
I would imagine. I mean, their dad has been alive obviously their entire lives. And he's gone, and he was such a big, huge cultural icon.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. No, I can't imagine. That must have been such a moment. And also it was so just to have all those guys get up there and honor him in that way. That was really cool. And also Post Malone just can't do anything wrong. He's so good. He's so good in every genre. Like it's crazy.
I like his red Solo cup full of booze. Who's he fooling? Who's he fooling? Everyone knows what that is.
Well,
I
he's
mean,
a country guy now.
well, you don't aggressively drink water that much during a spot. You just don't. It's like obviously you don't, and if you do, it's in a water bottle, so you have an endorsement opportunity. But instead, and maybe he's got a red Solo cup endorsement.
Could be that.
Could be that,
Yeah, it could be
but
that.
who knows?
He has gone country.
I mean, he's a talented kid, obviously, and he can play. I saw him once. I had like two celebrity sightings in the same area. One was yesterday. I was on my old man walk,
Uh-huh.
and I'm walking
I call
down.
it a hot girl walk, but okay, yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, it depends how you view me. It really does. It
Yeah.
depends, hot
Yeah.
girl walk, old man walk, however you work it. But like some people are going to see me and think, hot girl?
Yeah.
They're going to.
Maybe. Yeah.
And others are going to be like, old man walk.
Old man walk. Yeah.
So I'm walking down the street in the same, it's like right off Gardner. You know where Gardner is? Gardner and Sunset?
Yeah.
I'm on Gardner and I see this person walking towards me and he's got like long curly hair and he's kind of like walking like this and he's got his head down and I'm like, what a weirdo. I think I was a strange looking person. And then it gets closer and closer and I'm like, holy shit, that's Weird Al.
The weirdest guy.
The weirdest guy,
Yes.
but he's got his head down and he's focused and he's like, ooh, ooh, ooh. And I'm like, I'm not going to say anything to Weird Al. But then I was like, I can't not say anything to Weird Al because it's Weird Al. I opened for Weird Al once in 2004, I think, 2005 in Toledo at the Toledo Zoo. I opened up for Weird Al and it was great.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I never met him. Did not get to meet him. Did not get to talk to him. I have actually met him another time at a friend's house, and I'm sure I said the same thing, but I was just walking and I was like, here comes Weird Al. And I go, hey man, you're great. And he perks right up. He goes, thanks. And then he just kept walking.
Wow.
Yeah, he's really shy apparently, but he was super cool. And the other person I saw was Post Malone, same area, just walking with a bodyguard. And I didn't say anything, but that was before I really knew who he was.
Wow, cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm famous.
You're famous.
I'm famous for seeing people.
Had a few celebrity sightings.
Yeah. So are you on the social medias?
I am on one social media, I guess. Maybe two.
Which one?
Yes.
I'm drinking water.
Are you? Because you have a red Solo cup and you just made a pretty big case for no one drinking water out of a red Solo cup.
But I'm not on stage.
Well, how does that have to do anything?
Everybody who listens to the show knows that I have a strange thing with red plastic cups. I don't like to drink out of glass. I like to drink out of one specific red cup.
I have glass.
Yeah.
Okay, but everyone also knows that you drink a lot of tequila. I guess you don't need more.
Not as much.
But
if I did, I would have 2 cups, but I only have the one. And it's got water in it.
Really? Because last night you had 2 and then you said
it was a Sunday.
They were both ice.
Well, it was a Sunday. It was a Sunday. We tried to record an episode yesterday, but the sound got weird. But it was a Sunday evening. I was just, hanging out.
Okay, I'm not judging. I'm just saying. I'm just observing.
I just had a little sip. I don't even consider that drinking. One drink, I don't even consider that drinking.
Was it tequila?
No, that's the part. You keep trying to make me think that it was.
You
were
just
like,
said
I saw
you
2
had
cups.
one drink.
Now it sounds like I'm in a denial situation. I'm like, no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
A little bit. It's okay. It's okay.
No,
This
yesterday.
is a safe space.
It is a safe space. Yeah, absolutely. Anyways, are you on the socials?
I am on this. I'm on Instagram.
Okay.
And I don't have TikTok. I think I have a Twitter because they had my full name available, and so I took it and then never tweeted.
Okay.
I don't know if I have anything else. Like YouTube, does that count as the socials?
I don't think so. I mean, sure. I just meant when people post stuff, like, hot girls will post pictures of themselves.
Yeah.
Or of themselves.
Yes.
or unless it's during pandemic, then they'll post pictures of them baking bread because the jig was up
Yeah.
for a while.
Yeah.
Um, and then in comics we'll post jokes or funny videos.
Yes.
And I
Uh,
and I and I but do, like some comics, like do you follow any comics?
oh yeah, I follow. Well, I mean, I used to live around your area, so I follow a lot of comics. I follow a lot of aspiring comics.
Yeah.
I follow some friends that, try to be comics. I guess that's the same as aspiring comics. But yes,
Do you think some do you think are like do you look forward to it, or like are some people just like
you know, online personas are so weird. I know there's a comic I know who is um I think it roughly your level where he's like connected enough and he to tell me some of the ins and outs of comedy, and certain people that have like really nice silly uh personas on stage are complete dirtbags. I think that and then the opposite's true. You know what? It makes me like, I always try to be really supportive because I've been friends with you for what, like 15
like
years or
like
so,
45 years?
for like 76 years. And so I feel like I have like a real soft spot in my heart. And I also just love seeing like my friends succeed and like trying things and doing things. And so I want to be really supportive. But some people that I'm not super close with, and I don't, or like maybe I have like a friend who I was once closer with and have since not, I moved and there's, whatever. And so a lot of people I'm like only sort of being exposed to by their online persona. And some of the stuff has gotten really weird.
Yeah.
And I feel so bad because I want to be supportive, but I'm like, I can't, like, some of it's like sad. Some of it's like I can't enjoy it. And I don't know if they're like, you try to reach out and see if people are doing okay.
Sad
But
how? Like sad, like
it ranges. I'm thinking of two people specifically. One person I feel like I was never super close with. I think you know this person. I hope they're well, but I see some stuff and I'm like, I
don't
like
say what
can't.
it is. Don't say what it is.
No, I won't. No, I can't I can't watch it because it's like when you go to the zoo and you see an animal in a cage, except the animal is kind of it feels like it's the animal's fault that they're in the cage. And so you like want to feel bad for them, but you can't, like, you're like, I can't help this animal because they're doing it to themselves.
You think that there's gorillas or like chimpanzees or elephants
This is
walking around the zoo just going, take me. Just here,
I
just
think
cuff
this is
me.
a very bad example. It sounded good in my head, and then
So you're saying that like you think that some
no.
of the people, some of the comedians that you're talking about, I'm going to ask you off air, uh,
Okay.
but you think that they're sad to the point where it's like, oh, you're sad because this is your fault. You're sad. You're not just sad. You did this sad to yourself.
Yeah, I think, and I know we have other topics to get to, but I will say I think it's like, if I know that most comics, not all comics, hashtag not all comics, but most comics are either drink heavily or are sober. I know
That's
that I
true.
think that I think that the making of good comedy uh requires sort of a level of depth of understanding of life that can be very depressing and sad, because they're finding the things that are uh the hardest things about life and making them very relatable and sort of making us laugh at them. And that's wonderful. I think that's true for like all artistry, finding the most relatable things that are often really rough and terrible. And I think in order to do that well, you have to have a level of cynicism and a level of, you know
Self
understanding
destruction.
of sort of, yeah, a little self-destruction, a little dysfunction. And I think that if that goes unchecked, and you're not like you're not also taking on, I think that you've said that it's 98% entertainment. And if you're not remembering why you're there, because comics, I think, are inherently not really mean spirited. And I think that's maybe the difference, because you talk a lot about how, like, you know, that the idea is not to be mean spirited, it's to make people laugh. And I think that when you get really jaded and dejected, you can sometimes cross that line. And then you're like, this person, it's just like you're not trying to seem funny anymore. You just seem angry. And
You saw me recently. You saw me a
yes,
few weeks last week, 2 weeks ago.
I did.
And so describe me to the audience of what my stand up is like based on what you're saying.
Wow. Based on what I'm saying. Well, I do think that I think you are on the nose with, I mean, I think you're an exceptional joke teller, and I think that that is your style. It's sort of rapid fire joke telling, which
Right.
is great. You're not a lecturer on stage, but it is so much of it is entertainment. And so you do a lot of connecting with the audience, and you do a lot of, like, there is a lot of crowd play, and I think that's great. But your sort of like job up there is to just get as many laughs as possible, and none of it really strings together. You do callbacks, and that's great, but I don't think any of it, you're not telling like a story from beginning to end.
Right.
And so I don't know. Um, that's what I, that's what
That's a
I think it
solid
was,
route. That's it.
yeah, I think it was excellent. I thought it was an excellent show. You had I mean, it was a good audience for that type of humor, but it was also just, it's always good.
That type of humor.
Yeah, like the people that show up that just, I don't know. I think that there was there were other comics, and the other comics were good. But I think you read the audience well and were able to meet them where they wanted to be, which was
Yeah,
just, you keep it light. And
that's what I mean. It says you're there to have fun. It's like there's so many
yeah,
different, like, I often find myself saying, all of us are anchored to our own algorithm, and we're all like whatever you're like, you could scroll and you're going to see whatever you're into. Maybe it's financial reports, maybe it's something political, maybe it's whatever, I don't know.
yeah, yeah.
Mine
Dogs,
is, yeah,
ways to cook a
whatever.
potato.
Mine's totally different. Yeah, mine's totally different. uh, Joe average is something totally different. Karen average is something different. It's like we all have our own things, and
Yeah,
you see that online. Like, so many people are like, then all of a sudden I come into an arena, and I'm just like, hey, I'm trying to have fun. And
yeah,
it's going to be different than what most people think. So I'm not there to try to convince anybody
yeah.
anything other than you're
No,
here to laugh.
I think you're trying to have fun, and I think that is what hits with people, as opposed to telling a story that you might not meet with everybody. I think it's great. But yeah, I
Yeah.
don't. But to circle back to the social media stuff, I don't think that is really. I think that gets lost a little bit with some people. There was a guy who I was friends with in the past, and he was like a really great, nice guy, nice normal man,
Sure.
funny. He's also pursuing stand up, so I expected, this is what it is like, you expect a lot of like experimentation on social media. You expect like throwing stuff out there and seeing what's funny and seeing what the reaction is. And I've never been so surprised, speaking of online personas, of like the juxtaposition between like who this person was IRL and then who they were online. And I tried to put myself in the mind of like, maybe this is his style of humor. And then it just I had to stop following him, and I felt really bad, but it was such an insanely different person that it
Sure.
like made me feel uncomfortable to know them as a person. Like I was like, I don't know what this is, but it makes me really, it was like, and I just didn't expect it from this person. It was very, do you know what an incel is?
No.
You don't know what an incel, you don't know what an incel is?
No, I mean, based on the name, I'm going to assume it's somebody who's really, really high up at a cellular telephone company.
Yeah, that's a
They're
good
really, they're
guess.
really in cell.
It's a great guess, but no. I'm surprised you know what this is. It's well, it stands for involuntarily celibate, and
Okay.
it is a caricature in the manosphere, um, male loneliness epidemic sort of. It's someone who, I mean, essentially, it's somebody who hates women because they can't get laid. And so, and
Oh,
then you have a few different types of personalities that come out from that, and the age range is pretty wide.
let
And
me wait. To interrupt, but remember what you're going. But to interrupt,
yeah,
would it be like this? Uh, I'm going to say to you right now, like, and you can tell me if this is an insult. I'm
okay,
going to say to you, I'm going to be like, hey, I really like you. We should go out. And then you just say no, and then I'll respond, and you tell me if that's an insult.
yeah, yeah, okay, 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 okay.
Okay, ready? Hi,
Hi.
I really like you. We should go out.
Oh, no, thank you.
Fuck you, bitch.
Yeah,
Like,
that would be,
is that
yeah,
is that be an insult?
yeah, yeah, or like a whatever. You're not that hot.
Oh, so they would neg you on top of it. So an incel isn't like fuck you, I like you hurt my feelings. It's like let me try it again. Let me try it again.
Yeah, yeah, okay, okay,
Okay,
okay,
okay, okay.
okay,
Hi.
okay. Hi.
Oh gosh, you're really pretty. We should go out sometime.
Oh, you know what? I'm flattered, but no, thank you.
You're not that hot. Not hot enough to be flattered. Like
Nailed it.
that?
Perfect. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, really, it's comes from a dark place, comes from a really dark place. And so that's how you get a lot of like, that's how you get it's like the Andrew Tate, like high value male kind of like it's the guys that get the lion tattoo on their chest. It's all sort of part of the same bag. But that's what I was sort of
I
seeing
can't
from.
relate with that.
Oh no.
I
Different
can't
lion,
relate
don't
with
worry. I think you're good. I think you're good with that.
I can't relate. Oh my
I
gosh,
don't think.
who would do that?
No, I think you're in the clear, Detroit.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah,
Thanks. I got a
yeah,
little
yeah.
scared there for a sec.
No, 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 no. We're Detroit neutral over
Okay.
here. No, but it's what was I saying? Oh, my friend. Yeah, it
Yeah.
it
How are they
it
an
got
incel online?
it was a lot of like posting about how women aren't loyal. They really like to talk about that because they don't mean loyalty like fidelity wise. They mean loyalty like they want to just act however they want to act and not have any consequences and not have their women leave them for acting that way. But they can't get these women to begin with. So it's I think it's a lot of it. It turns out to be from there's a lot of content, a lot of like really bad content you can reach pretty easily out there on the interwebs, and it'll lead you down this path of like reinforcing your thoughts about who you are and why women don't like you and why you don't get. And so he had a lot of like, it was just a lot of weird and like detailed comments about how women are promiscuous, and how it's so offensive, except for when it's with him, then it wouldn't be offensive. But how it gets it just got like so gross that I was like, I like at first wanted to reach out and be like, "Hey, you okay, bud?" And then I was just like, I actually might need to distance. This is kind of a creepy, but it was just so strange because in person, like I got none of that at all.
Right. And
Um,
just like Dahmer when he was at the club. Just like Dahmer at the club. Super, super sweetheart. Anybody who knows him
yeah.
just from the bar,
It's
sweetheart.
oh no, this story isn't making me look good.
No, it's not. It's not making you look bad, but it's just I get it. I understand. There's a lot of
it's
people who you
just
find out who they are based on their like. When it comes to a dude
yeah,
trying to get laid, it's like they're an entirely different human being.
yeah, yeah.
They're
Well,
just
did you
entirely
know?
different.
I think it's like I don't know. I think it's some crazy high number. I don't know. Anybody in the military who actually has knowledge on this could probably. Um, I think that it's like 70 to 90% of counterintelligence in of like high intelligence. What do they call it? Like the spy network is is like honeypots. Like that's how corruptible men are by way of their dicks. It is like that is the best we can do still. We have all this technology, and still the thing that just beats it every time is just send a woman in to fuck a dude. And it's like,
She'll get everything.
I mean, it's just still used so much because it still works. It's crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah,
But
it
it's
is
not
crazy.
surprising. When I used to do private investigation,
Yeah.
I remember I would have people be like, one lady wanted to hire me to fall in love with her sister who was cheating. She's like, you're totally your type. This is the bar you can go. I'm like, I don't do that. I'm not interested in that at all. I wasn't interested. She was bummed, but I'm sure she got somebody to
Wow.
do it. That's
It's
interesting.
honestly, I have a theory that we, I have a theory that it's why people in high up in power don't want more women leaders, because they want they want world leaders to be corruptible. They want to have secrets. They want to have, they want to be able to blackmail. Like they want to be able to, I don't know. That's my theory.
That's
So
crazy.
that has
I don't.
no base in reality other than the fact that men are corruptible by their dicks.
It's a fact. I call it blind with boner. I think is what.
Blind with boner, yeah. Blind with
Like blind with boner is like when is the guy who sends you a dick pic. You know what I mean?
blind with boner.
He's
Oh,
he's so confident. He's got the confidence because he's boner blind.
right. No, they'll do anything
Yeah.
when they're boner blind.
But you said to me, I believe it was you. Man, I don't have a quote. Maybe it was not you who said this. But like sometimes you're just like, I'm bored. I'm going to see if I can get this guy to send me a picture of his junk. Was that you who said that? Maybe it wasn't you. But it could not have been you. Someone said that.
I'm not saying I haven't done it.
You've been in the past. You've said, I'm bored. I want to see some dicks.
I mean, not in that exact fashion.
Is this an example of someone who is not being honest with who they are really, so they can pretend online during a show or an interview that they're that
No.
they want to be open?
No. I mean, we've all done it, I'm sure. Yeah, I think, but I don't tend to, not with someone that I'm dating.
You're like, okay, have you heard of men face tuning their penis before?
No, I have not. Oh my God, are they doing that?
Shout out to
they can.
Shout out to Hannah, who is sick. She's on prednisone. Not speaking of face tune penises.
What a pivot.
Well, not a pivot at all. She's sick. I hope she feels better. I know her mom listens, but I hope Hannah feels better. She's welcome back anytime. She was telling me a story about how there was a guy who was sending around dick pics to her and other people, and she compared, and she was like, "Oh my God, this motherfucker's face tuning his dick because it was different." Wow. Or he was sending different dick pics. It's crazy.
Wow. These days, I don't know why I wouldn't expect them to do that, but it makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Now I want to look back at some of
your library of dick pics.
No, I don't have that.
Now, an interesting thing happened. It's an interesting thing that happened. It was a conversation that you and I had, and this was a long time ago. This wasn't recently. This was a long time ago. I remember you were into someone, and I gave this person a non-fabulous nickname, and it almost made you not like that person because of the nickname. Like this was years. I don't even know if you're going to remember.
Yeah.
Back in the den era. But in that situation, are you just looking for an excuse to not like this person, or is it because the nickname was so good?
What is the reason behind that? I'm trying to think.
Again, it was a long time ago.
It wasn't also, well, no, I think that sometimes it's a combination of things. I think the nickname is so good. I think there's some truth to it.
Okay.
And I think, because everyone, we give nicknames, our friends give nicknames. You don't have you don't put government names on the roster. So
Hmm.
it's all, so it is all nicknames. And so, but yeah, sometimes they're too good and you're like, if you say it enough times, then I'll see it. And I
Hmm.
can't see it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I have it, and I probably said it a
Yeah,
bunch of times because I have a tendency to be
you
like,
did.
once
And
I
I
do,
think you did. And once you do, you can't not. Yeah.
it's
And,
like it's like almost like oh God, like Tourette's.
but I love that about you. I love that because you do come up with pretty accurate, unfortunately,
Good nicknames.
names.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
But I did. I remember, I do remember now being like, please stop. Cause I can't, I'm going to get the ick.
did what
No.
was I gonna say? Did you were you a fan of Catherine O'Hara?
Oh, so much.
What were your
Truly
favorite?
so
What were
much.
your favorite things that she was in?
Oh my gosh. I mean, I always loved like her relationship with John Candy. Like
Hmm.
her and John Candy and Eugene Levy and who else was it?
Did you watch Schitt's
Um,
Creek?
I did watch Schitt's Creek and I thought she was fantastic in Schitt's Creek.
So good.
She's
So many wigs.
speaking of Schitt's Creek, I saw something the other day that said Moira Rose would have loved all the attention she'd be getting right now
Hmm.
because there was that episode where there was like a report where she had died, like Moira Rose,
Yeah.
and her character, and she was like, what picture did they use? And it was all about like how they're viewing. I think they did the same thing on 30 Rock,
Yeah, with Jenna.
um, with Jenna, and it's such a funny bit. I thought it was so great. But I love her so much, and I am reminded there's like certain celebrities and artists when they pass, and I always think of the same quote, and I don't remember where I saw it or heard it, but it's that we're not sad, we don't mourn because we knew them. We're sad because they helped us know ourselves. And I
Yeah.
think that is like a perfect tribute to her. She was just amazing and she was so kind and she was so fun and then she of course brought us so much joy growing up that and it was very unexpected too. I mean, probably not for people close to her, but it was very unexpected and you just don't really see. There are so many other people that are still alive that I would prefer would not be. Um,
I get it. There's
that
that
I
old Johnny Carson quote
I would have.
when Elvis Presley died. He said, "Elvis Presley is dead," and no, I've got to hold on. I want to say it perfectly, um, but I don't want to pair. Oh, let's see, Elvis death quote. Uh, it was, if life was fair, Elvis would still be alive, and all of his impersonators would be dead.
Huh.
Uh,
Yeah.
and it's like one of the
Oh,
things with Catherine that I think is kind of cool is so many people just posted photographs of her, not their pictures with them and her, which I thought was unusual because whenever a
huh.
celebrity dies, it's like, hey, this is me and Robin Williams. Hey, this is me and Michael J. Fox. Well, he's
Yeah,
still
yeah.
alive, but it's like I wasn't anticipating. But I'm just saying, so many people posted
Hmm.
photographs of just her and a tribute, and yeah,
Yeah.
she was so fucking she was great in Best in Show.
Best in
Uh,
Show. She was
all
so
those Christopher
funny.
Guest things, she was so good in.
Yeah.
She was great.
I mean, it's just, yeah, it's really sad. That one was sad. And we have too much going on right now for that kind of shit, you know?
Yeah, it's true. All right, well let's just do rapid fire stuff because my voice
Yeah.
is kind of a little wonky today, so I won't keep
Okay.
everybody.
Okay.
Let's see. Let's go to see what's trending, and we'll just discuss it real quick. Um, okay, let's see. Uh, do Groundhog Day. The groundhog. What do you think happened?
I think he got manhandled by some dudes in stupid hats, and then now we're having winter still.
Good enough. 6 more weeks of winter. I always thought, you know, you want to, you know, did you hear about the Los Angeles? Did you hear about the Los Angeles groundhog?
No.
He saw his shadow, but only his friends. Listen, I don't need your laughter. I know that was a great joke.
I don't get it.
He saw, like you're seeing someone, but only his friends. So he's not actually dating his shadow. He saw it, he's seeing it, but his friends. Oh God.
As friends.
Yeah.
I thought you said, but only his friends. Okay, no, that's actually very funny. Okay, wait, tell it. Let's do it over. Tell it again.
Did you hear about the Los Angeles groundhog? He saw his
No.
shadow, but only his friends.
Yeah, that's good. Sorry, yeah, it was good. It was.
Did you see Chappelle Roan's dress?
I did. Loved it. Loved it. Oh, her body's tea. Loved it. That is perfect. No notes.
No notes. Holy nipple soreness today, though, I bet.
Maybe. It was like a chiffon, you know.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Did you see Shabuzi's Grammy speech?
I saw a clip of it. Yes. I didn't watch it because I didn't watch the full Grammys from start to finish, but I saw the clip. Yes.
Okay. I didn't see it.
Okay. Moving on.
Iguanas are. Wait. Did you hear about the lawsuit? We'll close on this. Did you hear about the lawsuit threat from Trump about Trevor Noah?
No.
Okay, so Trevor Noah made a joke, and I think it was something he made a reference to. Let's see, I'm looking for what's his name said. But Trevor Noah made a joke. He said something like
last night.
Yeah, something about Trevor Noah's reference to Kendrick Lamar, Drake beef. Grammy's interesting. No, let's see. Trevor Noah, we're coming to you. He made a joke. I screenshot it. Sorry.
It's okay. Yeah. You can paraphrase.
All right, I'm paraphrasing. So, anyways, he made a joke on Trump being on Epstein's island, and Trump is like, "I wasn't there." And now Trump said on Truth Social right after he posted this. The Grammy Awards are the worst. Virtually unwatchable. CBS is lucky not to have this garbage litter their airwaves any longer. Host Trevor Noah, whoever he may be, is almost as bad as Jimmy Kimmel at the low ratings Academy Awards. Noah said incorrectly about me that Donald Trump and Bill Clinton spent time on Epstein Island. Wrong in bolds. I can't speak for Bill, but I have never been on Epstein Island, nor anywhere close. And until tonight's false and defamatory statement, have never been accused of being there. Not even by the fake news media. Noah, a total loser, better get his facts straight and get them straight fast. Hold on. It looks like I'll be sending my lawyers to sue this poor, pathetic, talentless dope of an MC and suing him for plenty. Ask little George Slopadopoulos and others how that worked out. Also ask CBS, get ready, Noah. I'm going to have some fun with you. President DJT. Yikes.
Jesus, this guy.
All I got to say is lighten the fuck up, dude. It's a joke. You're the president. You're a public figure. People are going to joke about you.
Unbelievable. Truly.
Crazy stuff.
Wow. Now that I'm thinking about it, I do remember the joke was about how the island was, it was that, no, was it the one about Greenland? It was about,
didn't see it.
He wanted Greenland because Epstein's island was closed or something like that. I don't know. That might have been, he's wound the fuck up.
It's funny.
Speaking of who I'd swap for Catherine O'Hara.
Yeah, Greenland. All right, everybody.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thanks for listening. Lauren, thanks for helping out.
Everyone.
And we'll see you next time.
See you next time.